What is going on, everybody? It's Danny from Slow Restoration. We're in the garage today working on a Jeep Grand Cherokee, a 1999 to 2004. I believe this is going to cover. And they had a small collision, got rear-ended there in the back. So they have a brand new bumper cover wrapped in the plastic here. So this is just going to be a quick install on how to install a bumper cover on a 1999 to 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee. First step is I have it up on a lift, but I'm sure you could do this on the ground just about as easy. Jeep put plastic pop rivets that are one-time use in the inner fender here. The easiest way to remove these is they have the stud in the middle like a normal pop rivet. Just stick something that fits in there like a screwdriver and push. That pops right through. Now that clip is released. We'll hit the rest of these, use a pry bar to pull them out, and be able to access the bolts up in the fender there. Again, these pop rivets are one-time use. Once that pin breaks off, they're done. So set that up here. You just take your pry bar after you push in the center, and they pop right out of there. Once you get the plastic pop rivets out, you have 1, 2, 3 on the inner fender on either side, and then 2 inboard there on either side. So once you have that off, you can actually just grab this thing, give it a little wiggle. It is a Jeep, expect there to be some dirt, but that just pulls right out. And once you get that out, you look on the inside here, and there are 2 nuts that you have to reach. Have to scrape some dirt away. There's one there, and it looks like there is one there. The rest of them are clips that hold it on. This does have a hitch, so we'll have to notch out the new bumper cover, and there's a plastic trim piece that goes on, covers all that up. Alright, so I ran into this problem on both sides. There's 2 studs here sticking out with nuts on the back side, one on each side. The nut came off just fine. The other one, like I said, one on each side. The whole stud screwed out of the bumper support here. That's fine, we're still loose. Once we get this bumper cover out of the way, we can put vice grips on there and finish taking that nut off. And then up inside here, there's 1, 2 clips that pop in. So once you get this loose, you pull this back and gently use a pry bar to pop those clips out. They are in there tight. They do take a little bit of force, but they will pop out. All right, so with that out of the way, all those clips broke loose. We do have a T20 Torx bit, one on either side right here in the corner of the bumper. We'll pop those out. And inside here, we have some more push clips. One there, one there, one there, and one there. So it looks like 4 across there. And of course on this side we have our T20 Torx bits. So let's get those out, and this bumper should come off. Alright, these clips are the reusable type. So they have a split head on them. You pull the outer part of the head out and it releases the back part there, and you can pull the whole clip out. So the easiest way to do it is get your pry bar, go in there in between the 2 halves. Once you pop that, sometimes you have to re-grip and pull the clip. Sometimes it pops right out, but we'll finish getting those out. And of course, once they're out, you can kind of pull out on the corner of that bumper and give it a pull, and it will pop right out of there. So let me get this old bumper off and we'll get it laid out with the new one. And that bumper cover slid right off, as you can see. Seems to match up with the old one. We have to transfer the cutout for the hitch to the new one and trim that out. And we also did notice there is some hidden damage here that you couldn't really see with the bumper cover on there. But anytime you have a collision with a plastic bumper cover, it's gonna deflect and kind of come right back out after the collision. But most likely there is metal and styrofoam in there, so it actually caved this in pretty good. The new cover is going to go on. You really shouldn't be able to see any of that. It should all be hidden behind it. And the customer's not worried about this part of it. So anyway, if you do have a collision, it's probably worse than it originally looks. It just seems like it's always the case. Preparing our new bumper cover here. The new clips came with it. They just slip in there and slide back. You just push them until they stop. They have a little stop there. And the last thing to prepare for this is this new scuff plate. It just goes down on there and you tighten these speed nuts, attaches that to the bumper, and of course we still have to cut out for that hitch opening. We'll get that marked out, trimmed out, get this installed, and get this back on the Jeep. And the cutout for the hitch cover, we flip the bumper cover over. We have it protected with this bubble wrap. These two holes here line up, and we're just going to trace around the inside of that with a Sharpie and make that just ever so slightly larger so this sits down inside of it. So there you can see we have our line laid out, and we just went around that and made it about a quarter to half inch bigger. And we'll get a cut-off wheel, trim that out quick, and reinstall this bumper. All right, we got the hitch cover, plate, whatever you want to call it, on there, hitch cutout. Get that riveted back on there. We have the bumper slid back up there. It's just a matter of now pulling this in, popping those clips back in, and putting these bolts back in. And of course, once you put these inner panels back in, you have to replace these plastic rivets. They are one-time use, as we stated before, so you have to buy new, and there is a special tool to install them. Probably a regular rivet tool would work, but you know, we have this, so we're going to use it. That's it. We'll get the rest of these installed and button this up. All right, guys, we got it all back together. Jeep bumper's on. Jeep's back down on the ground. We do a lot of other things too. This is a quick how-to video, which we do from time to time. But we also have a 2004 GMC Sierra. It has a turbo on it. It's sitting over there. We also have a 2017 Camaro SS, and we're in the middle of this project. It's a shop truck. It's a 1998/2003 S10 build. We're doing an LS swap in. So if you like it, tune back in. Please subscribe. Have a good day.